Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the number one horror podcast, formerly on Pornhub, Getting Off. I am your host, the patron saint of podcasting, the warden, Matt Ritter, and I am here with my co-host. Actually, she's the host. I'm the co-host this week because it is the Katie Horror Showcase with Miss Katie Kinsey Bebe, host of the Sheely Showcase Inside the Mind of In the Crowd and Story Time with Miss Katie Kinsey Bebe.
Episode 5, baby. Episode 5. Can you believe we've done 5 of these fucking things?
Yes. We do one every other show.
I know, but I was going through my notes because I'm always curious how many things I can actually find. Because it was a little rough this time finding stuff. I only have 6 things, nothing too crazy. 3 are trailers, and then discussions will lead from that. But I was like, let's just go back and see what I've done. But I always take notes for this horror showcase in my big notebook, and then other stuff we do goes in the little notebook.
Okay.
Don't ask me why. Maybe because the little notebook is also what I do smacking around in.
Okay.
I guess. And apron bump. Just everything that's not my show. But you deem this my show. So
every other week.
It's
and to be fair, I didn't deem this your show. You straight up told me that this was your show.
Well, I also said you can't have a Getting Off without me.
Yeah, because it's as much my or your show as it is mine, is exactly how you put it.
I have never missed a Getting Off, and I never will.
You have not.
Well, I can't say I never will. I'm hoping I never will.
We never changed the banner for this one.
I was just going to check that now, and you're beating me to it.
Already on it.
I'm also still trying to tweet the tweet.
While I'm editing this, if you want to pull up the link for Twitch, I can plug our Twitch.
I can do that. Hold on.
Because for those of you who don't know, if you go to twitch.tv/creationworld, you have an Amazon Prime subscription, then you have access to Prime Gaming. If you have access to Prime Gaming, you get a free sub every month on Twitch when you link your Twitch and Amazon Prime Gaming account. Link those two together, you get the free sub. You have to do it through your computer, but you click that, use Prime sub. You can give it to your favorite podcaster. It's free once a month. Give it to me, give it to Katie, give it to any of our friends or anyone that you enjoy watching here on Twitch to show them just a little bit more support. And it costs you absolutely nothing. You're already paying for that Prime subscription, so you might as well use it. Where else can they find us live, Katie?
Hold on, youtube.com/creationworld.
That is correct. And if you guys go to youtube.com/creationworld, we would appreciate if you liked, subscribed, and commented. Katie, what does that do?
It boosts the algorithm and helps find new listeners.
And why is that important, Katie?
Because you're a whore.
That is correct, ladies and gentlemen. I am a whore. For your attention, listen, I'm a tired hoe this week. It's been a rough one. I know I don't have the enthusiasm.
You're that old hoe that's been around the block too many times. You just needed a break.
I've had one too many appointments this week. No, I am, though. For your attention, for your love, for your comments, for your views, for your entertainment. I am a hoe for that. That's why I do all of the shows I do, on top of all the other stuff that made me tired this week. So please, I hope that you guys enjoy it. If you guys do enjoy it, show me that you enjoy it by liking, subscribing, and commenting. And also, be a hoe yourself and flick that bean for me. Hit that notification bell, get notified every time we go live every Thursday at noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern for the Creation Conversation. Every Saturday at 10 p.m. Central, 11 p.m. Eastern for Smacking It Raw. And every other Sunday, including right fucking now, for Getting Off. Now, again, we're early, right? It's 6 in the afternoon.
It's still light outside.
After this week, we'll be back to 10 p.m. Central, 11 p.m. Eastern every week. So hopefully my vulgarity doesn't get us in trouble during dinner time, but we'll see how it goes.
Whatever.
With all of that said and my muscles showing, Katie, it is your show.
Did you say with your muscles showing?
They are. Look at them.
Strong. Big strong boy Matt. Okay, hold on. My screenshots aren't in order. Oh my god, it actually is in order. Fantastic.
This is one of Vince's extra mediums.
That's not a size. A schmedium is a size. An extra medium is not a size. That's not how that works. And also, you would have to say a medium extra, which also doesn't work.
Why? Extra large, extra medium.
No, that would just be a large.
Oh, debatable.
Pain. Ah,
You know, men's clothes run in different sizes than women's clothes, right? And women's clothes run in different sizes compared to what brand you buy. So, like,
yeah, I know. Being a girl sucks. Trying to buy
yeah,
clothes, awful, terrible. That's why I get big sizes because I like big clothes.
that's what I hear. Not that you get big sizes because you like big clothes, but buying clothes as a woman sucks.
I'm pretty sure I've also told you that too. But I like big clothes. I like to
Cannot
swim
lie.
in my clothes. Yeah, literally, it's crazy. I think we've talked about this briefly on an episode. I don't know if we have or not. The collector and the collection.
Mm-hmm.
That is on the list, the master list, if you will. I did have it as I looked at it earlier.
Is it stuff
For
that
a new show?
wait, what?
I don't know. When we made this master list, I have the collector and then in parentheses a news show because I think you wanted to do it on like one of these, like shit that Matt made Katie watch. Even though I've seen that, but I don't know.
Well, if you've seen the collector and the collection, then there's no point in doing it on this show because this show is to make you watch all the fun shit you haven't watched, like what we are discussing today, Pet Sematary.
Yeah, but we talked about the collector and the collection. After 5 years, this franchise is now free, and we are getting the collected. We are getting a third in the trilogy. So, Josh Stewart is set to reprise the role of Arkin in the collected, and it's a bunch of other people who are going to be in it. Dot Marie Jones, Randy Havens, blah 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 blah. Yeah, so they're teasing. That's nothing is set in stone. Nothing has been fully said yet, but they've just been talking about it, and now they can finally do something with it because it was under, I can't remember which company it was, but they were just basically holding it hostage and not doing anything with it because film studios apparently love to do that shit. Blade is a key example.
Yeah.
Nothing is going to happen with that movie at this point. I'm going to be dead. Like, it's crazy. But, yeah, there really hasn't been, like, much talk about it. That was the only thing I saw, that it's finally free. We're going to get it. People are going to come back for it. It's going to be a good movie. So.
Well, as part of our horror discussion, I believe I mentioned this to you. For your birthday, I finally finished Fall of the House of Usher. And I believe the first time we discussed the collection and the collected was due to nightclub death scenes. And there is one in, I believe, the collection.
Yeah.
And then you were like, you need to see the one in Fall of House of Usher. And it was literally the last episode that I watched before I took like a year-long hiatus from watching the show before I got back into it. So I have finally finished Fall of the House of Usher. I enjoyed it. Collection, fantastic. That nightclub kill scene is amazing. The collector, I fucking love it. I can't think of her name. I'm so bad with names lately. I'm worried I'm getting dementia.
You're not getting dementia. There's just 8,000 actors. It's hard.
She was on The Nanny.
Fran Drescher?
No, not Fran Drescher. She was in Santa's Sleigh, though.
Oh yeah, she's in the thumbnail for that episode.
Yeah. Madeline Zima.
Who is she?
She's the one that gets topless and dies when she brings her boyfriend home. She was the daughter who didn't go with the family when the family left.
Oh yeah. I haven't seen those movies in a while.
And got trapped.
I saw one of them in theaters. I don't remember which one though. Long time ago.
She was really good in that. The whole thing with Arkin was really fun in the first one. He's breaking into the house to rob the house, and then he gets trapped in the house with the crazy man who's trying to kill him. The twist at the end of him getting captured. Again, this movie's been out forever. If you haven't seen it, spoilers, but oh well.
Yeah, basically.
Fun shit leading into collection. I really enjoy those two movies. I'm looking forward to another one.
Another one.
It's been a while. Every now and then, like you said, it's been 5 years, and then they hit us with something. It's like, all right, cool. I got something to be excited for now.
Yeah. So that's gonna be fun. I'm very excited for that. And I think Josh Stewart is who I think he is. I need to see the face because I think I know who it is, but I just want to double check myself.
He has been in a bunch of shit. He was in The Dark Knight Rises.
He's in Criminal Minds. He's one of the cops. I love him because he's got like that Nolans accent in the show. I love it. I love him too. He's phenomenal. That's what I thought it was, but then maybe I'm also getting dementia. Maybe we just have dementia together, Matt.
We might. Maybe all this podcasting is slowly eroding our brains.
Oh, that's 100% true. No doubt about it.
I guarantee the IWC is slowly doing that to me. Today was a rough fucking day on Twitter.
Surprisingly, I know this is going to come to shock to many people. I really haven't been on Twitter a lot today.
Good for you, because I had to switch over to the Getting Off account just to get away from, and there was still some there. There's still some bleed over there. And I was like, fuck.
I only know bits and pieces of stuff. So I don't know. Maybe after this ends, you'll have to give me a rundown real quick.
Just between the SummerSlam BS of people complaining of what they do and don't like and think pieces and bullshit, and then the politics stuff, I'm dead for today. But I think you want me to put a trailer, don't you?
Yeah, I do. How'd you know?
The first one you sent me, because I actually did them in order this time.
Did you actually?
I think I did. We'll find out.
It should be The Well.
That is correct.
Yes. Good job.
Oh, wait. I don't... Wait. Just to make sure I didn't fuck this up.
Okay.
I don't know if I clicked share audio or not, and that would have sucked.
That would have been awkward.
What is a girl like you doing in Sambushi?
I'm restoring a painting. It's such a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is mine. This is the painting. In 2 weeks, it has to be finished.
Okay, let's get you shining again.
She looks bushy. Oh. Oh.
Run away. Oh, you still can. This painting is cursed. It'll be haunted forever.
Where are we?
What the fuck is going on? Why is he in clown makeup?
And people who yearn to stop time.
What is that?
Word. What is it?
A painting?
If you try to leave, I give you my word. You regret it.
Well, fuck you too, bitch.
I'll come back for you.
Yeah, spoiler, he's not coming back for her.
Well.
Well. Hi, Tommy.
That looks intense. Hi, Tommy.
So let me give you a rundown of what this movie is, okay? Well, it stars Lauren Lavera. Have you seen the Terrifier movies?
I have.
I believe she's the final girl in Terrifier 2.
Yeah, she's fine as fuck.
And will be in Terrifier 3. This is an Italian movie. Italian as fuck. Federico. I have the name. Hold on. Federico Zampagnoli, I fucked up his last name, is directing. Hella talented. It's going to be in theaters August 9th, on digital September 3rd. And the premise of the movie, well, the official synopsis here. On behalf of her father, a young American art restorer travels to a remote Italian village to bring a medieval painting back to its former glory. There she meets a beautiful but aging duchess and her troubled young daughter, who warns her that the painting is cursed and that she must leave before she falls prey to an evil witch who drinks the blood of tourists to achieve eternal life. My guess is that's her mother.
Okay, I was
That's
wondering.
my guess.
It was either her mother. Or it was that golem looking fucking thing.
Yeah, I don't know what that's all
Is
about.
there any explanation about fucking big meaty man in clown makeup?
No, there was no explanation of big meaty man in clown makeup. I know we've talked about Outlast on here before, but like that guy reminds me of like the people you run away from in Outlast.
Yeah,
Why'd you do that?
because the hands, the fingers.
The fingers?
Yeah.
It's finger exercise? Yeah, that looks scary as fuck.
It's definitely gonna be intense. It's definitely gonna be gory. Flesh
Yes.
Suit Man. Right now we are running down the latest in horror news and rumors. We just watched The Well and did a little short discussion on the trilogy, or the third movie in the trilogy, The Collected, coming out. And then eventually we're gonna get into Katie and how she feels about her first watch through of the original Pet Sematary.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The next thing, Will decided to spoil for you in the chat earlier, and I
To
was
be
like,
fair though,
damn
I've
it,
been
Will.
excited about it all day now. So
Oh, I was like, God damn it. I was like so excited. They just tweeted stuff about it 2 days ago. No, literally yesterday. And I was like, oh man, I'm gonna talk mad about this. He's gonna be so excited. So Evil Dead, we have covered on this channel many a time, many different things. It's getting an animated series. Now, after Ash vs. Evil Dead was canceled, Bruce Campbell said, all right, live action, Ash, I'm done. Y'all, I'm done with him. But he is going to come back and will voice Ash in the animated series. It's
yeah, no, he doesn't have to take bumps.
He doesn't have to take bumps. I think he said in the interview that his body is aging faster than his voice is, so his voice is still good to do Ash, which I feel like if Bruce Campbell's voice is shot, he could still do Ash. Like, come on. It's fine. It's still very much in development. There hasn't been much said, but they're going to have a lot of like free reign. Like they're not in the cabin anymore, and that's all the information that they really said.
I really hope that the animated show picks up where Ash versus Evil Dead left off. That would be fantastic for me. I'd love that. I'm not going to spoil that for you because you got your first taste of Ash versus Evil Dead recently and seemed intrigued enough to look further into the 3 seasons that are available. So
get there.
Probably before you ever finish Dragon Ball Z, or start.
Dragon Ball Z hasn't even been started.
Yeah, exactly. I know. So, you know, I won't spoil the ending for you, but I was really disappointed when it got canceled, especially with the way it ended, because I was like, all right, I'm down for this, but then there was going to be no more. So continuing that story in the future, after everything, I'd be down for that. I'd be excited for that. That'd be fun shit.
Yeah. So I saw that and I was like, oh, Matt's gonna love it. And then Will had to put it in getting off. I was like, a few hours. Just needed a few hours.
We can continue in any way, shape, or form what Ash does in the Evil Dead universe while still getting the new movies that we both love, Evil Dead and Evil Dead Rise. So that's a plus, you know.
Yeah, he did talk about that in the interview briefly, that like there are, I believe, 2 more movies set.
There were 3 books.
Yeah. So
at least
that we know of.
Why do I? That's
she's in Fallout.
Yes, she was in Fallout, but I was thinking Yellow Jackets, also in Yellow
That
Jackets.
too, yes. Yeah, but that's next up. We have another trailer, folks. Very excited. It's a little teaser, I should say.
Hi, I'm Rhiannon Lewis. People don't really see me. Not at all, actually.
I don't believe that for a
Lately, I've
second.
been getting really angry. Like, really angry.
Yeah, I feel that on a spiritual level.
I feel like there's already
But
a movie or a show called Sweet Pea.
maybe.
Let me-
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. This will be a TV show.
TV series. Yeah, I see that 2024.
6 episodes. In October, so 2 months. I almost said next month, thinking it was September.
I'm not seeing anything. For some reason, Ashley Judd is the second thing that comes up when you put Sweet Pea in IMDb for whatever reason. Odd. Then there's a short from 2012, and then a VeggieTales episode. Are you familiar with VeggieTales?
VeggieTales. Oh, where is my hairbrush? Yeah.
Oh, look at you!
Yeah, and that's funny because like I didn't even go to like that wasn't like my gimmick as a child.
Yeah.
I'm not religious, but my friends were, so they would have like VeggieTales tapes and shit.
I'm slightly impressed actually that you even just did that.
Oh yeah, because my one friend, the one who ruined Star Wars for me for so long, ex-friend, she would just sing that song, just that part of the song, all the time randomly, and I was like, I need to go home. But this Sweet Pea series here, even though she's not gonna be Southern, but that Sweet Pea sounds like such a Southern thing.
I mean, Ashley Judd is the second thing that comes up when you type in Sweet Pea.
Exactly. So Rhiannon Lewis doesn't make much of an impression. People walk past her in the street without a second glance. She's continually overlooked for a promotion at work. The guy she likes won't commit, real, and her dad is really, really sick. Then everything in her life turns upside down. She is pushed over the edge and loses control. Suddenly, the wallflower is gone, and in its place is a young woman capable of anything. ... Her life transforms as she steps into a new, intoxicating power, but can she keep her killer secret? Mind you, they have this dubbed as a, quote, deviously twisted coming-of-rage story.
Okay.
Not coming of age, coming of rage. She doesn't start killing bitches. I'm very excited. I don't have stars, but, like, I want to watch this.
Okay. I enjoy Ella Purnell. I'm down just because she's in it.
I think I've only seen like 2 episodes of Fallout. From what I saw, she was good. I'm not really good at like finishing series.
Clearly not.
Well, because I'm always like at my friend's house, but is that on Prime Video?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm getting her account information soon because she loves me dearly, so I can watch The Boys. That's fine. It's not Netflix. They're not gonna care. So I need to watch The Boys. So I need to get that information out. And if she doesn't, then I'll buy it myself or I'll pay for it myself. I'll be a big girl for once.
Ooh, a little bit of news that I just read. Apparently, Maxine is now available to watch at home.
Woo! Oh yeah, it means you can finally watch Maxine.
Maybe.
Allegedly.
I mean, I probably will, and it's one that I'm probably gonna be able to watch by myself. I don't know if Kate's gonna be into it or not. So like, I feel better spending $20 for a rent at home movie if Kate's gonna watch it with me than I do just for myself. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I can understand that. That's why I just pay $9.50 with no online fees to go see it in the movie theaters. But I also have no responsibilities.
Yeah, no, like I can't take Zoe to the theater to go see shit like Maxine.
No,
And
no.
I
Shouldn't be
just
doing
got
that.
done building a bathroom and laying a stone path and housework
Yeah.
I've never done. It's so much easier if I didn't have to have a job.
Yeah, see, I have a job, but I hate it, so I just go to the movies.
Speaking of movies, my in-laws stopped by today, and that's because they're just going to see Trap with Josh Hartnett.
I still need to see it. I'm going to see it this week sometime.
They were not a fan, but they're also not big horror buffs, so
I've been hearing mixed reviews about Trap, and that's fair. It's M. Night Shyamalan. His movies are typically hit or miss.
say 50-50.
Yeah. But I will go see it for Josh Hartnett, point blank, period. This man's in his Renaissance era, and I'm very excited for him. Well deserved. I love Josh Hartnett. I just watched Pearl Harbor the other day. It was on. It was like, it killed 2 hours at work. So I was like, why not? Matt,
Katie?
do you like trashy reality TV shows?
Yes, I do.
Do you have a favorite trashy reality TV show? It doesn't have to be a current one.
Fuck, what was the one that there was one that the most recent one I watched was Couple to Thruple, which did not censor the nudity, and I appreciate that about my trashy reality TV shows.
Jesus Christ.
But like all time, I'd probably say Total Divas.
See, I wouldn't consider that trashy reality TV though.
You remember the whole thing with Summer Rae and Natalia?
Yeah. Think trashier.
Trashier reality TV, like Big Brother,
Trashier than Big Brother.
Real World Road Rules Challenge,
Oh, place in my heart. No, trashier.
The Kardashians.
No. What is the opposite of a Kardashian basically? Like
Paris and Nicole.
not The Simple Life. Get out of here. Which they're apparently making a reboot of. I saw with both of them. No, that would be the Jersey Shore, Matt.
Hi, John. I'm doing a podcast right now because I have to do hashtag them dragons. You want to say hi to everyone that's listening or watching Getting Off?
Sure. Hello, everyone watching Getting Off.
Are you in a bikini right now?
I am not, but I am pooping, so
That works.
I mean, my pants are down.
Yeah. I will call you when I'm done and we can talk about you finally finishing SummerSlam.
Sounds good.
All right. I'll talk to you later. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Why is it always John?
It's always John.
Always John. But the answer, folks, is Jersey Shore.
No, okay, yeah. I watched Jersey Shore for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Then I haven't watched any like the reunion shit because like
The family vacation.
Yeah, that shit. No, I'm good. Like, not interested.
Well, JWoww
Mm-hmm.
is directing a horror movie. So it's called Devon. It will debut on Screambox, which is apparently a thing that I have seen a lot of recently.
Yeah.
November 12th. And the premise of the movie is this. The horror film follows a group of friends that try to learn the truth about an unsolved disappearance, but end up at the center of a terrifying mystery. So that's that. And then the synopsis. Following their daughter's mysterious disappearance, Devon's parents never stopped searching for the truth. After the asylum she disappeared from was condemned, their questions looked like they would remain forever unanswered. Years later, a cryptic website recruits 5 courageous individuals to explore the abandoned asylum and discover what happened to the girl. Unaware that they are embarking on a perilous one-way journey, these individuals delve into the sinister depths with only their equipment, leading to a terrifying and deadly experience.
Dude,
Now,
wow.
Jay, no. Now, I didn't screenshot it, but I'm pretty sure I read that it's going to be found footage style.
Okay. Listen, I am not going to judge a book by its director.
I was going to say, if I didn't tell you J.Wow was directing it.
Interested.
Interested?
Interested. Just fuck. I don't know.
Welcome back, Tommy.
Maybe she's
I
good.
think it sounds good. I have faith. I have faith in
There are,
Jenny.
however, there
J.Wow.
are plenty of trailers and there are plenty of movie synopses that we can read for I guarantee you, if you read the synopsis for Barricade, it sounds great on paper.
Should I find the synopsis of Barricade real quick?
Yeah, fuck it, we got time.
Fuck it, we got time. Give me a second here, facts.
But yeah, no, I'll wait
It's
for the
Katie's favorite
trailer.
movie. Go to hell. Go straight to hell.
I'll wait for the trailer to come out, and then I'll judge it based on the trailer. And then if the trailer doesn't suck horribly, I'll watch it. And then I'll judge it based on the merit of the actual film, and try to put the director aside. Because I'd much rather see her as a victim in a horror movie than as the director of a horror movie.
Fair.
She did not give Barricade 10 out of 10.
I gave it like a negative 10 out of 10.
Yeah, you forgot a minus sign there.
Yeah, there's a negative there. See, like IMDb has like a few, but I don't know if any of those are like good.
Hi, Travis.
Hi, Travis. Everything you need to know about Barricade movie 2012.
You do pay attention sometimes.
Okay, this is according to Movie Insider. This is the plot synopsis. Or plot. What's the story about for Barricade? I'm like fuming talking about this movie again. We have PTSD. A psychiatrist seeking to find normalcy after the sudden passing of his wife takes his two kids to a remote cabin for healing and bonding. Their joy soon turns to despair when the family is terrorized by unknown forces, and the father will stop at nothing to save them from peril.
Now, hearing that and taking out everything you know about that movie, right?
I mean, it sounds like a little compelling, but not like crazy. Wait, there was another Barricade? Hold on. 1950?
So was that a remake?
I don't know.
We might have to watch the original.
No, I don't want to. Hold on. No, this is like gold mines and shit.
Okay.
Oh, thank God. I got so scared.
You want me to play the next trailer?
Yes, please. This one's going to be fun.
This does not look like a horror movie from what I'm looking at right now.
Oh, no, it is. It's a psychological one. That's why.
Okay.
This is Blink Twice.
If it'll share, because I clicked share.
Maybe.
I didn't share.
If people can just sub, I'm not rewatching Barricade.
Huh. Let's try that again. Oh, you know what? I don't think I selected the screen. That might have been why.
Let's get to the question that everybody is dying for you to answer. Where have you been?
I guess I just needed to disappear for a little while. So I
Dancing with Kevin Nash.
bought an island.
An island?
Mm-hmm. Where you
It's a
strip?
great place to bring friends. Nice to meet you, Frida. We're going to my island for a few days. Do you guys want to come?
I bet they do.
Did we just jet off to a billionaire's island with a bunch of strangers?
Oh, he's not
We
a
did.
stranger.
He's Slater King.
I can't tell you how healing it's been just to disconnect.
Phones, please. Wait, for real?
It's just better without phones. I hope it's okay. This is my favorite one.
Red flag.
Yep.
I think I'll survive.
We grow our own
Yes, Tommy. Channing Tatum.
every day.
So do you think it's weird that there's like clothes for us? I think it's just like rich. It's not what I thought it was gonna be.
What do you mean?
The legendary parties of Slater King. Please twice if I'm in danger.
Oh,
Days
okay.
Mm-hmm.
When are we leaving?
Whenever you want.
Okay.
Was that him, Joel Osment?
There's something wrong with this place. I've turned under my nails and I don't know how I got there.
Are you having a good time?
I feel like we're forgetting like a lot of stuff.
There's something weird going on.
Something's making us forget. Where's Jess?
Who's Jess?
My friend.
You remember her,
Yes.
but I don't remember her.
Who's there?
I'm going for the phones. Keep a lookout. Oh my god.
What are we gonna do about you? Hmm?
We need to find out what's really going on.
It's a really special place.
Directed by Zoe Kravitz.
Yes.
Um,
Comes out August 23rd. I can give you the plot, and then we can talk about all the famous people that are in it.
who is the billionaire douchebag that's always posting pictures and videos of him on like yachts and shit with a bunch of women? And he's like a super misogynist douchebag that spouts bullshit all the time.
You'd have there. I feel like there's a lot. But Tommy, we don't know. We don't know who the killer is. He might be. We don't know. Tommy also said there's a few of those. Yeah, I don't know who you mean.
I'm just gonna Google misogynist douche billionaire on a boat and see what comes up. Almost literally nothing, except for something about that trash reality TV show Below Deck.
Oh yeah, that is also trash reality TV.
Did not help. But anyway, no, not Jeff.
In I think it's 22 Jump Street. Jenkins like, my name's Jeff.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I also love that. I feel like this is also like Channing Tatum's renaissance right now. So like, good for him. So a few things about the movie before we get into all of the people who were in it. It's rated R for strong, violent content, sexual assault, drug use, and language throughout, and some sexual references. So trigger warnings all throughout that movie. Tech billionaire Slater King, Channing Tatum, meets cocktail waitress Frida, Naomi Aki, at his fundraising gala in Sparks Fly. He invites her to join him and his friends on a dream vacation on his private island. It's paradise. Wild nights blend into sun-soaked days, and everyone's having a great time. No one wants this trip to end, but as strange things start to happen, Frida begins to question her reality. There is something wrong with this place. She'll have to uncover the truth if she wants to make it out of this party alive.
I mean, I was watching the trailer and it felt like something M. Night Shyamalan would make. What was that? Old, where they went to
the beach.
Yeah, they were on the resort. There's a movie called The Resort where they go to an abandoned resort. Like, I've seen some shit like this. It also feels very A24 for some reason from the trailer.
I don't know, maybe because Zoe Kravitz is directing it. That's why it might feel that way. Maybe she was influenced by A24 / M. Night Shyamalan, possibly. But yeah, the people who are in this, Naomi Aki, who's playing like the main actress. She was. Did you see the Whitney Houston biopic?
No.
Well, she's Whitney Houston in the Whitney Houston biopic. Fantastic. I highly recommend if anyone wants to go see it. There's a few other things on her IMDb. I just didn't. Oh wait, I did. Hold on, I have it here. I had to write really small. She was Janna in Star Wars Episode 9.
Okay.
So
not
there's
Epstein
that.
Island. Not
yeah,
that
no,
one,
not
so.
not that one. Channing Tatum, obviously, we know him from so many things: Magic Mike, Step Up, 21 Jump Street, all the things. Shout out Channing Tatum. Kyle MacLachlan, who was in the Twin Peaks reboot from like 2017. He was in Fallout.
Okay.
Again, I did not watch. I was told. Adria Ajorna, she was Bix in Andor. Shout out. That was for me personally.
Okay.
Can't wait for Andor season 2. Simon Rex, who was in like all of the scary movies, like in the early 2000s, which, of course, you did see Haley Joel Osment. You are correct. Christian Slater also is in this movie. Yeah, he was like, he's briefly shown, and she's not. I didn't see her at all in the trailer, but Gina Davis is also in this movie, allegedly. And I fucking love Gina Davis. I mean,
what was this? What was the name of this again?
Blink Twice.
Blink Twice. Okay.
Blink Twice.
His name was
Blink
Mr. Blink.
His name is Slater King.
Slater King. Okay, I don't know where I got
his name is Mr. Blink.
I mean, it is a douchey name. Like,
I mean, yeah, he's like a techie billionaire or some shit. I don't remember what they like said in the beginning, but he was doing like one of those like GQ interviews where they were like asking him questions.
Where you been? What have you been up
everyone
to?
wants to know. Where you been? What you doing? What you doing, bud? No, it's like that type of shit. But based off the cast alone, I'll see it.
Okay. I don't know. The trailer made me feel like it was a movie that I didn't want to see, that I wasn't going to enjoy. That would definitely be something I'd wait for streaming and pop on. I'm not gonna pay to go see that. I can tell you that right now. It's nothing against Channing Tatum.
I'm trying to get my premium upgrade here for
I know you are.
Cinemark. So close. 17 movies, and I have until December. I'm almost there. But yeah, that's all I had for the news and the rumors, Matt.
All right. Oh, The Collected. Ash vs. Evil Dead animated series. Couple really good trailers. One trailer I'm a little iffy on. What was the last thing?
JWoww.
Yeah, that's right. See, I already tried to block that out.
That's crazy. That's insane.
My brain is trying to protect me. It's like we are
your bane.
My bane, the bane of my existence.
Tom Hardy's here.
But if you are all done, Katie, that means it's time. There's only one thing to do, and that's get into shit Matt made Katie watch. And this week it was Pet Sematary. Katie, Pet Sematary, spit or swallow. Overall,
it's leaning very much towards a spit. It might just be a spit.
Really?
I tried. I really tried. This is another one of those movies that like felt like it was 2 hours. I was sitting here. I tried to give full attention to it. I did find myself going to my phone a few times because I was just not, like, plot was a little slow at some points. It did take a while to catch on. I wasn't alive when this movie came out, so 1989.
Yeah, I know. My wife was born in 1989. I was 2, but
I was close. I was almost there. We were on the cusp. My brother wasn't even born yet either, to be fair. Yeah, I really did try. I promise I did.
Okay. What didn't you like about this movie? Or do you want to give me what you did like? Because I have a feeling that sounds like it's a shorter list.
Oh, it's a way short list. I like the aesthetics of this movie. Like, especially like the cemetery itself, like the circle of the graves was very aesthetically pleasing to me. And that's like kind of an interesting way to think about it. Like, the oldest ones started, like, the oldest animals that were buried there in the center, and then it kind of just, like, whirls out, which, that road, as someone who lives on a main road, that's insane. A lot of dead animals.
To be fair, one thing when we were like looking before we bought this house, and when we've been looking for houses, one thing Kate always said is she never wants to live on a main road because of pets and children. So, like,
Well, this movie gives you both.
that is a terrible idea, Quetzalcoatl. Like, I know you've seen the movie. You said it was better in its time. No, terrible idea, because
No, that doesn't work out for anybody.
the ground is sour. I don't know if you caught that.
Yeah, that ground, sour. But, like
a warhead.
The fact that you've had to climb over a mountain of sticks and twigs and things to get to this. I hate barricade.
I don't know if that's a comment on your friends or if that's a reference to our main character thinking his wife wouldn't change much.
Oh, Lewis. Anyway, back to things I liked. The aesthetics. And just like that house, super cute. I've always wanted like a porch and shit like that. Cute, very like it. I liked Ellie, the daughter. I liked her more than Gage because that child is evil in everything he's in. As soon as I saw who that was, I was like, oh, this kid is going to be evil in some way, shape, or form. I knew it. He was a baby. I still knew he was going to be evil in some capacity. He's just one of those actors. You know?
Poor Miko Hughes. And he's not evil in everything. We have watched a movie with him in it where he was not evil.
What did we watch?
New Nightmare.
Oh my god,
He
that's
is Heather
right.
Langenkamp's son in New Nightmare, and he's being tortured by Freddy. He is not evil in that movie.
Okay, I give you one thing. He's not evil in New Nightmare. I forgot he was in that.
Thank you.
I don't know. It's not like, I mean, her character was like Ellie. She was a typical like 7-year-old or something. I don't know how old she's supposed to be. 7, 8. My nieces are that age.
I'm on the opposite spectrum of you. I did not like Ellie. I've never liked Ellie. I feel like the acting was bad, given she is a child. Fair, but like she was also annoying, and she was a fucking psychic, and that is
she's having
terrifying.
premonitions and shit.
Yeah, no, like if Zoe wakes up one day and she's like, "Daddy, I dreamt that," blah blah blah, I might have to put Zoe up for adoption because I can't have that kind of
That's a crazy statement.
Me and Kate are gonna have to have a serious discussion about what we're gonna do about this child that's dreaming about all of the bad things that are gonna happen to our family.
I mean, maybe the only reason she had these premonitions and stuff is because they lived right next to the Pet Sematary.
Well, she was still having them when they were in Chicago. Shout out Chicago.
Well, that was after her cat was dead.
But I'm saying the proximity to the Pet Sematary didn't trigger the premonitions. They continued once she got away.
I think they initially triggered them, and then once Winston Churchill, which hell of a name for a cat, by the way, hell of a name.
Church.
I was like, why the fuck are they calling this cat Church? And then when Lewis is explaining to Jeb, which he's the judge in My Cousin Vinny.
More so than that, he's
That's the first
Herman
thing
Munster.
I thought. So, well, okay, fair. But I saw him, immediately thought My Cousin Vinny. I love that movie. What do you mean? Don't laugh.
No, it's a good movie. It's funny, like our two references. You're like My Cousin Vinny, and I'm like the Munsters.
We are not the same, Matt. we were bred differently. So
I also think Church is why I've never been a cat person. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I know I watched this movie at a young age that I probably should not have been watching it, just like I've been exposing my daughter to movies like this at an age that I probably shouldn't be doing. But it's just like it's a family tradition. And I'm pretty sure that cat is why I've always kind of been like, fuck cats.
I mean, before Church became evil, it was a cute cat. I mean, I've had cats the majority of my life, So like, I also am now like allergic to cats, which is really fun for me. So fun. So like, I have no issue with it. I feel. Haven't you seen fucking Cujo? Like, how do you like dogs then?
He had rabies. And again, never owned a St. Bernard. But my point is, as a young child, I'm not distinguishing like this cat came back from it was just an evil cat and its eyes glowed, and all cats' eyes glow like that for the most part.
Don't.
In certain lighting, yes, they do.
Don't look at your cat's eyes like that, then.
Don't look at your eyes like that. Okay.
Just don't look at them. And let's tell you. I don't know. There was just this. Why this movie? Just why?
What do you mean why? Like, so outside of it, the synopsis of the movie, it's an interesting concept of a family moves in to a home near a busy road that's also located from a cemetery that used to be an ancient Indian burial ground, and the ground has gone sour. And trying to protect his daughter from the pain of death, he buries the cat there, and it comes back to life, which then spirals into insanity as things keep dying around him, and he keeps burying there to bring him back to life because he now knows it, but they don't come back
the same
the way they went in because the ground's sour. Now, so Fred Gwynn, Herman Munster,
okay,
he's also the inspiration for the fuck your wife guy from South Park. Have you seen the episode with Bane and the Amazon where so Cartman basically Stan finds a picture that Ike drew of the UPS man fucking his mom because he walked in on Stan dressed up role playing, or not Stan, the dad, Randy role playing. So he drew a picture, and then Stan finds it, and then Stan gives it to his dad, and then they all think that the UPS man or the Amazon delivery guy is coming around and fucking their wives. And Fred Gwynn does the it's the whole bit that I can't remember the fucking quote right now from the movie, but there's something he says in there, and the way he says it, he's like, "They're probably fucking your wife," in the exact same way and tone and everything, delivering it. And then he's like tells his story about like how the milkman used to do it back in his day. So the picture goes around and everyone thinks it's their wife, and then all the husbands and Cartman dress up like Bane and start attacking and capturing Amazon delivery drivers.
Why is Cartman dressing up like Bane?
Well, because somebody was fucking his mom.
Oh, of course.
But everybody was fucking his mom, so like
no, I'm gonna say I have not seen that episode of South Park.
It's a good
I've
one.
seen quite a bit, but not that one. I will say.
Good old Mr. Crandall.
Usually you never trust an old man in these types of movies. I mean, at first you can't, because like he's the reason Lewis went to the Indian burial ground.
He started all of this shit.
Yeah.
Right? He said, "Oh yeah, there's an old pet cemetery down there." And then after Church died, he's like, "I found your cat." And like part of me is like, I kind of feel like he killed the cat, like it was on his front yard.
That's what I was thinking too, because like Church was like stuck.
And then he took him to the cemetery, and he told him all the stories about the cemetery, but still took him there to bury it, knowing what was going to happen. And then afterwards, he tried to warn him. He was like, "You know what? Maybe this wasn't a good idea."
Yeah, it's like clearly, motherfucker. Like, you never trust old creepy men, and you don't trust evil children or children in horror movies. Specifically, blonde little ones named Gage.
How did you feel about Gage's death? Like, did you see that coming?
Yes.
Okay.
Based off of the foreshadowing kind of in the beginning of the movie which put some damn shoes on that baby if you're going to let him walk around. There was rocks. Let him get some goddamn shoes on him. I don't care if it's the 80s.
Listen, it was terrible parenting because there's no way I would ever let Zoe, especially at that age, get that far away from me,
Yeah.
let alone with a road like that right there.
Like, granted, in the beginning, they didn't know how dangerous that road was. I'll give them the
They
benefit
did by
out
the
there.
time that
Well-
by the time Gage got hit. When they were
well,
having the
yeah.
picnic, they knew.
That's what I'm saying. Like, in the very, very beginning, they didn't know. Which, because, you know, Ellie had to go get fucked up on that tire swing. Her knee. Nobody's watching Gage. Gage is like, let me take the cat out of the bag. Real quick. Let me get the cat out of the bag. Now, once that happened, I was like, oh, yeah. He's gonna die. He gonna get hit. Which, goddamn, they made that his little shoe. That was fucked. I didn't like that. I was like, damn, that hurts. It's not even my kid. That sucks.
But I mean, to Gage's credit, as the evil child when he came back, like he was pretty good.
He was funny. Like, he's supposed to be like it seems like he's supposed to be like a baby, but he's talking a lot for a baby.
I would have surmised about 2 years old.
I was gonna say 2, but even at 2, I feel like that's a lot of like full sentences you are saying.
No, Zoe's only 3. She was probably saying full sentences at that age.
I think my one niece was 2 in all reality, but
yeah, I know 2 sounds really young, but like when you have one,
not for a while. So, but no, he was toying with everyone. Like the laugh. The laugh is what got me. Every time he would like giggle, I would just start laughing. It was so funny. Little demon children.
yeah.
That's why you don't. Gage was just sleeping peacefully in the dirt in a nice cemetery, nice place, and Lewis had to go and fuck it up. Try to bring Sean back to life. Lewis is a spit in general.
Fair.
Terrible parenting on his part.
Bad decisions all around. How did you feel about the father-in-law and the whole casket thing?
That was insane. I have that specifically Rachel's parents in general spit, especially like keeping her sister locked in a back room when she has a disease.
Zelda is the scariest part of this movie to me.
No, that was actually terrifying, and I did not like it. I was not like, and this movie took like so many different directions I was not expecting. Like, I wasn't expecting like the Indian burial ground. I thought it was just like the cemetery itself was like haunted or something, and then everything with Zelda and just not what I was expecting. You know. No, his father-in-law at the fucking funeral. You're gonna get in this man's face. His child is in a coffin right there.
His grandchild is in a coffin right there, and I guess he felt like he had someone to blame.
And you're gonna start fisticuffs at the funeral, guys?
Okay, let me ask you this question. When is the appropriate time post-funeral to start fisticuffs over the death of a child?
In the fucking room where your child is.
What I'm saying is, well, the child don't care. He's already gone. Like, but how long do you wait after the funeral to throw hands?
You wait 24 hours at least after the funeral.
Okay.
So just like pull up, crack the knuckles, blah, blah, blah. You know, you gotta give them like a little bit of like grieving time, like just like a hot second. But you can't pull up at the actual funeral. Maybe like I can't even say like after the funeral services are done. You need to
wait till the next day. Like
wait until the next
sleep
day.
on it, and if you wake up and you're still pissed off, drive over to their house, call them out in the front yard, and start whooping some ass.
Pull up, be like, get your ass out here. We gotta talk. Pa pa pa.
Or maybe just like the next family event.
Next family event, just like pull up with like a baseball bat, or
as long as it's not a funeral.
It can't be a funeral. You can't no fisticuffs at the funeral.
Okay, no fisticuffs.
I'll write that down. That's the only thing I've written down, to be fair. At a funeral.
Speaking of Rachel, I was not a fan of Rachel.
So, like, she had me in the first half. I'm not gonna lie.
She said shilly shally. Who the fuck, even in '89, says shit? Don't shilly shally, Lewis. Like,
yeah, don't. I mean, dilly dally is acceptable.
But also, like, forcing him to promise that nothing bad will happen to the cat.
See, guys, don't make promises you can't keep.
Yeah, and she like pushed him into it. And I also didn't like the haircut, but that was an '80s thing. That's not.
That was an 100% an 80s thing. I've seen so many women with that haircut in the 80s.
It's not on her. Yeah, Bridget Wilson, I believe, the
Ooh.
one that she was in Rocky IV. She was Drago's wife, but also she hooked up with Flavor Flav on The Real Life.
Oh,
Bridget Wilson, I think it's Wilson. Nielsen, Bridget Nielsen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same haircut.
I don't want bitches. That's a Karen haircut. Like an OG Karen haircut. Is that what I said? Also, there's a lot of religion talk in this movie, man.
Yeah.
I'm iffy about that sometimes. So when Ellie's like, also I gotta back the fuck up. Fuck's her name? Where'd it go? Another turn I was not expecting was the housekeeper / whatever, Missy, to just off herself.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
I mean, yeah, like, I guess she had back pain or whatever, but like
She had stomach pain.
There was stomach pain, but like there was no real reason behind. They didn't
Like,
really.
Lewis is a doctor.
They didn't even like take her to the hospital or anything.
He offered.
No, but what I'm saying is like they didn't take her to the cemetery. Like that was just a weird, just like a side death for no reason.
Yeah, I didn't. I was just so caught off guard. And then that leads in all of like the religion talk with Ellie, and then Rachel throws a fit because she doesn't like that stuff.
Well, hear me out, right? So, regardless of beliefs or whatever, Ellie is a child, right? If we're allowing Ellie to believe in Santa and the Easter Bunny and all of these things, then there is no reason, even, I guess, if you have problems with religion, okay, fine, you have your reason. But like, if you're going to allow them to believe in all of that stuff, at least as a child, to help them kind of understand and cope with, letting them believe in that stuff and heaven and all of that, as a young child, I feel like same. If you're a non-believer, same lines as Santa or the Tooth Fairy, like the shit that you let kids believe in. And then as they get older and they can process stuff, if you want to tell them, hey, this is what I think, this is what I believe, blah, 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 and kind of let them decide from there. But as a child, they're absolutely harmless.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is probably going to piss people off. I think religion's a cult.
It is.
Yeah, specifically Christianity, but that's not a conversation for here, and neither here nor there. But I don't know. It was just like one of those things. But yeah, like she can obviously be curious about that kind of stuff because people are dying around her, and I think Jeb says, I don't remember like any of like the lines from the movie, but like she has to learn about death sometime. Which, if you wouldn't have lied about the cat, we could have just eased her into this a little bit.
Again, you don't have a child.
And having her, the first death around her, be a human.
Yeah, true, I suppose. But they didn't know that was going to happen.
Oh, yeah, I guess that was before church, huh? See, this whole movie blurs. I don't know what happens anymore.
Wait, what do you mean that was before church?
Does she die before church dies?
Does who die?
Missy.
I think
can't
it's after
remember.
church. I think that's no, it might be before church because I think they go away after Missy's funeral, and that's when church dies.
think so. I literally watched this movie.
Maybe that was the whole point of Missy's death, was like the catalyst to get them to go to Chicago and leave church behind so he get run over by a really fast truck.
Allegedly.
Crazy thing to me is Rachel caught a ride with the same truckers that ran over her kid.
Was that the same person?
It wasn't. I don't know that it was the same person, but it was the same company. It was the same truck that's doing the shit. Like,
yeah, it was.
I'd be on my front porch shooting at those motherfuckers every time they came by and yelling, "Slow down!" Like,
Which, like, yeah, why are y'all going so fucking fast? Like,
gotta
slow
move that product.
down. No, beep beep, slow down, asshole. Like, I'm setting up fucking tire shit. Like, I'm popping everyone's tires at this point. Fucking slow down. Ridiculous. That's how I feel living on the main road. People speeding. Like, the limit is 25, guys. Let's ease down.
We talked about Zelda being the scariest part of the movie.
Yes.
We talked about Missy. Oh, by the way, at her funeral, the pastor was Stephen King.
No way.
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yep.
I wasn't really paying attention to the pastor, to be fair.
He shows up in a few of his own movies. Not all of them. Obviously, there's some that he likes more than others. But yeah, no, the pastor in the movie, Stephen King. Kind of like the little MCU Stan Lee references before. Rest in peace.
I was just going to say that, like, he was pulling Stan Lee before Stan Lee was pulling a Stan Lee.
The one thing we didn't talk about is Pascal.
I have questions.
Okay.
Allegedly, this man, teenager, whatever, gets hit by a truck, right? That's the whole premise of the movie. People get hit by trucks, things get run over by trucks. But only his head was caved in and destroyed? Were you laying on the road, or
maybe it like clipped him, like clipped his head and sent him flying.
That's the only other thing I can think of, because the rest of his body looked completely fine.
Yeah.
Just his skull was like indented like that. So I was just like, oh, that's interesting.
This kid gets hit. He gets rushed to the hospital. Like, they're carrying this kid in a fucking blanket. Like,
so yeah. Like, how far away were you guys?
He dies. It's Lewis's first death at his new job as a doctor, which is always sad. And then the kid haunts him because he's like, listen, you look like a stupid motherfucker who's going to do some stupid shit. So let me take you to this place and tell you about how stupid it is and why you shouldn't come here. And then you wake up with dirt on your feet, meaning you actually went with a ghost to this place.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not for wall building. I would build a fucking wall.
I'm saging my entire house if that happens.
And I would make the truck company pay for it. Anyway, no way do I have a nightmare about the dead child that I failed to save taking me to an Indian burial ground where or a Native American burial ground, 2024, telling me how sour and awful this place is, and then waking up with dirt on my feet as if I actually walked there in my bed, not remembering even getting back in my bed, and then be like, you know what? I think I'm going to ignore that ghost and go there. That was just a silly dream.
That was just a silly thing that happened, guys. Come on. No way. Now, yeah, Pax Cow, as Ellie calls him, which I thought was cute.
Also,
she couldn't say Pascal.
He shows up looking like that to a child, like, and she's not terrified.
I mean, she clearly was.
No, she was terrified about what Pascal was telling her about Daddy and Gage and all these things. She was chilling with the fucking dead dude, and then he's like hanging out with Rachel and shit on the whole ride back.
Yeah, that was a little weird. Like, how is he able to travel to Chicago, but he can't go like back to the house afterwards? I don't. The math is not mathing. What?
Have we mentioned the ground sour?
Have we mentioned that the ground is sour?
Yeah. That's why I couldn't go back, because the ground's sour.
But like he can go back to the house.
Ground
Like
is sour.
after
No. That's as far as I can go. You
But
gotta
he
take it
was
from here,
in the
Rachel.
house already.
Good luck, Rachel. You gotta take it from here. That's as far as I can go.
He's in the house with Lewis, dumbest motherfucker in the movie. Lewis, not Pascal. Takes him
ground is sour.
takes him to the cemetery, not the top part where they were burying people, the bottom part where they were burying pets, but told him, hey, don't go up there. You know why? The ground is sour. Don't go up there. Next day, Pascal's like just chilling. All of the shenanigans ensue. He ends up in Chicago with Rachel and Ellie. Hops a ride back with Ellie, or with Rachel, basically. But as soon as he gets out the truck, he's like, no, he doesn't even get out of the truck. He's like, hey, so I'm actually not allowed to come with you now. Sorry. XOXO Pascal. But then he shows up at the end of the movie when Lewis tries to take Rachel. It don't make no sense.
I'm trying to find the quote.
About the ground being sour?
No.
Oh.
That one's just that. The dead speak. That's sometimes. Maybe it's sometimes dead is better.
Sometimes dead is better. That sounds correct.
Well, that's a quote, yeah. But I don't know where. I can't remember where that one fucking the fuck your wife thing came from. It's going to drive me nuts now because I meant to write it down and I didn't write it down when I took notes.
I'm assuming. I mean, in the South Park episode, if it like leads to him telling about like.
But I think it's the dead is better thing.
I would assume it's like after Gage dies, and they're like in the kitchen, and Jeb is telling him like the story about the other kid who they buried, and I don't know. Okay. That's where I assume that part is, if I were to guess.
What else you got on your notes?
Rachel's death was kind of fucked.
I have all the deaths.
Like she ain't gotta go out like that. She didn't know what she was coming back into. See, it's all Lewis's fault.
Dude, Lewis was insane. When after Rachel and Ellie went back to their Chicago for the second time,
yeah,
he went and dug up his son in his grave. He's babbling. He's like, Ellie and Rachel never have to know. And I'm sitting there like, motherfucker, how are they not going to notice the return from the dead baby that you buried? What do you mean they never have to know? Where do you plan on keeping this kid that they're not going to fucking find out when they come home?
It's literally the meme. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's like, nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know.
You.
I don't know.
Like the Pokemon?
Yeah. No, that's literally what that is. Like, what do you mean they're not gonna notice? They watched him. You all watched him die. Like,
and get buried.
But no, it's like, just kidding. Kid is alive now. No, the fuck he's not. He's a demon zombie child baby thing. I don't know. It's just Lewis sucks so bad. We've had some shitty characters in these movies. That might be. Lewis is like top 5.
Top 5 shittiest characters?
Top 5 shittiest and dumbest characters in a horror movie.
That you've seen.
That I've seen recently-ish.
Okay.
What do I have? What else do I have? Funeral stuff. I mean, that's like the gist of the notes I have. Because you have all the deaths We can talk about those.
Well, so we talked about Zelda, but also when Rachel showed up and Gage is calling her into Judd's house after Judd died, she starts seeing like the really creepy hallucinations of Zelda, and somehow Gage is speaking as if he is Zelda.
I will say
fucking
him
with his
in that
mom?
little outfit, super cute.
In his murder outfit.
In his little murder outfit. It's because it's the same outfit that the portrait had on in her house.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool.
And then on top of all of that, he goes over there, he injects Gage with some shit after Gage fucks him up.
Yeah, like,
And like
why
the
do you
baby
have
just
that?
like stumbles and falls. Not fair, Daddy. Not fair.
Why? Listen, the comment that babies are drunk, or what is it? I don't remember. Like, it's like they're drunk toddlers, basically.
Mhm.
That's what that was. He was just stumbling, and then just slowly falls, and then it's clearly a baby doll in the very end. Yeah, this movie. I mean, better than Barricade. I'll say that.
Then before we get into the kills, after Rachel's dead, after he's had to kill Gage for the second time, well, kill him for the first time, but put him back to death for his second death.
Yeah.
He picks up Rachel and he starts babbling to himself again. And he's like, Gage was just dead too long. It'll be different this time because she's fresher. And it's like, you are, like, as you said, literally the stupidest. She shows up and she's oozing out of the eye, and he's just making out with this zombie in his kitchen.
I gagged. That was nasty.
But, all right, kills. So, Church, Pax Cow, Gage, all killed by trucks.
Mhm.
Missy,
Church allegedly.
we have our Judd Crandall theory that he was on some bullshit. Missy took things into her own hands
With a rope.
Judd is killed by Gage. The Achilles heel slice on Judd
Is disrespectful.
And then the baby ate his throat out.
Things taken out of context. And then the baby ate his throat out.
I'm writing that down.
Good. I have two things written over here.
And I have two. So that
we're perfect. Teamwork.
Wait, what are your two things?
No fisticuffs at a funeral, and the ground is sour.
I have OG Karen haircut, and the baby ate his throat out.
Oh my god, we're doing great.
We really are. Rachel is killed by Gage with Lewis's scalpel that he stole. That Lewis woke up and he's like, "Oh shit! I guess I just left that out, huh?"
Yeah.
Because she wasn't scared that her dead son came back to life. She saw the demon baby with the scalpel, and she's like, "Baby, come to mommy." Like, and here's the thing: I'm a father. I don't know how I'd react. I don't know what I'd do. I don't know what I'd do to bring my child back if something happened that was terrible. I don't know what kind of psychosis you go through seeing your dead child coming back to life. So I'm not gonna judge too harshly on that. Because that could break your brain.
We've talked about South Park.
Yeah.
Take the baby. That's what I'm doing. If my baby is a demon, take the baby. After I watched my son get buried and now he's alive again, take the baby.
Actually, I forgot. So Evil Baby Gage was put down with drugs, as we talked about. And then he goes, no fair, rawr. And he does like a little dinosaur roar at the end.
I'm down. Like, listen, he's a cute little kid, an evil son of a bitch.
Gage was the star of this movie for me.
Yeah.
Like, once he went evil, he was the star of the movie. Like, Evil Gage was kind of fucking boring. Not gonna lie. Would not recommend. 2 out of 10. Would not recommend.
No, that Evil Gage, 100% the star of the movie, and especially with like his little murder outfit. Slay.
And then Lewis got killed by his wife, who he brought back from the dead because he's
Karma.
fucking stupid with a knife in the kitchen. Because like you've seen the cat attack you, and you've seen your son murder 2 people, and you're just chilling in the kitchen with cutlery at the free and ready for your wife to return.
He's just playing. He's just sitting on the floor. Excuse me, timer, like old school, like alarm clock. He's just sitting on the floor playing solitaire.
I mean, what else are you gonna do? I feel bad for Ellie. Like, even though I was not a fan
She's an
of
orphan now.
I mean, she's got her grandparents that she's
They're gonna lock her in the back room.
safely in Chicago. But yeah, like, and also like, does Rachel take Lewis to the burial ground and bury him, or is she just like a zombie out there doing evil zombie shit now? Like, does she just stay in the house and wait for her? Like, I had follow-up questions that I didn't get the answer to.
Stephen King, we had some follow-up questions. Like, just someone should have typed them up years ago and be like, what is this? Why are we doing this? She probably didn't take him back because the kid from, like, you know, the old times who was in the burial ground who came back to life, he was just running amok. Like, he wasn't like taking anyone. Like, we don't know if he like fully killed anybody.
So I'll tell you this: it was actually really good, but Pet Sematary Bloodlines, which I think came out on Paramount, is basically the origin story.
That's what I heard. Yeah,
it has that, and it's also got a young Judd Crandall. It was actually pretty interesting and really good, and I thought well done. I enjoyed it, surprisingly. Okay. Pet Sematary 2, you are free of all of this. I'm going to let you know it is a new family, and it is a new story, and in my opinion, much better.
That means I don't get cute little baby evil Gage again.
No evil babies.
Damn it. He was the star of the show.
However, you do get Edward Furlong, who we've talked about in a movie that you were not a fan of, but he's also in Terminator 2. He's the main character. He's John Connor in Terminator 2, but he was the drug dealer in the Night of the Demons remake that we watched that you absolutely hated.
Oh, yeah.
So there's that. And then the in my opinion, the main bad guy, because it's kind of the main bad guy, in the movie is Clancy Brown.
Mr. Krabs?
Yes. And he plays a great douchebag in like everything he does.
He's also the voice of another character in Detroit Becomes Human, but I can't remember who he plays. It's a good game.
He's in Shawshank Redemption. He's in Starship Troopers. He's in
so much shit.
All the SpongeBobs. He's in Invincible, which is actually really good. Resident Alien. He's in so much shit. And Gen V, he plays a great douchebag, especially in this. So I think you're going to enjoy Pet Sematary 2 better. But you said this was better than Barricade.
Yes.
Was it better than Children of the Corn?
I don't know. Gage was pretty compelling. I'd say, yeah, because I didn't like the original Children of the Corn.
That's why I asked that, because 4 was, for you, okay.
I mean, better than the original.
So far, I think Night of the Demons is winning. Night of the Demons 2 is winning.
Night of the Demons 2 is winning, which is holy shit.
It was a good movie, Katie.
I'm not disagreeing.
Both watched it, and your disbelief. And it was a good fucking movie. I really enjoyed Night of the Demons 2.
Well, it's like every other movie I've heard of. I never heard of Night of the Demons until I met you.
And it just fucking came out of the box swinging.
It said, pa, 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 pa.
But not at a funeral.
No fisticuffs at a funeral.
Fair.
It's just because there are better places to fisticuff. a wedding is better than a funeral.
So we watched Night of the Demons. We watched Night of the Demons 2. We watched Children of the Corn, Children of the Corn 4. And this Katie Horror Showcase 5. So the 5th movie was Pet Sematary.
Pet Sematary.
Yep.
Oh. Yeah.
And
now
Children of the Corn is your least favorite.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. We are knocking out some Stephen King classics for you, though.
Yay.
Well, you've seen The Shining, right?
Uh-huh.
You've seen Cujo.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen Carrie?
Mm-hmm. I've seen the original and the remake.
Christine.
I've seen part of Christine. I don't remember. I don't know if I've seen the full thing, which is funny because my sister's name is Christine.
The original It. Stephen
Yes.
King's It.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've talked about it because you hate Tim Curry as Pennywise.
He's fucking terrifying. And then you show up today and you're like, here's a trailer of a man. There aren't a lot of men bigger than me. That man was bigger than me and painted his face like a clown. That is terrifying.
Yeah, that's a kind of look like I wouldn't say like Captain Spaulding because remember I watched those movies too. Look at me go, rattling off the knowledge that I have now.
You're welcome.
I mean, but like height wise, probably like similar.
Possibly.
Uh,
I was talking about like he was a big boy. I'm a big boy.
big meat bits like a meat.
Any final thoughts on Pet Sematary?
Not exactly what I was expecting. Like I said, a lot of twists and turns I was not expecting here. Gage. Well done, you evil baby. Star of the show. Again, I told you, as soon as that baby showed up, I knew he was going to be evil. And he was. And I was not disappointed. Oh,
Hi,
hello,
Allison. You got here right for the very end of the show. Also, by the
Well,
way, when he said Mew and then I said the Pokemon, he said oof. I think I'm 37, all right, but there's a thing that the kids do now, and they call it mewing, and I know that because of TikToks where it's all people my age be asking their kids like what slang means. And
well, I'm 28 and I don't know what half that shit means.
So I apologize for being too old.
I'm not
Because every TikTok I've seen where they're like, "What's mewing?" I just see the kids go like this. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck.
I still don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense. And Lewis is the dumbest piece of shit.
Fair.
Yeah, I feel like that's my synopsis.
All right, Katie. Well, I'm glad it's not your least favorite thing we've watched so far. I'm glad you found some things you could enjoy about it.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Gage.
Next episode is a panel episode that's not shaping up to be much of a panel, but it'll be us sitting down talking about our least favorite horror movies.
I can't wait. I have 3.
You have 3. I'm going to bring a few. Will said he'd join us, so he'll bring some. And Dan Bakley might join us. So, I mean, a panel of 4 people could work. I still got to hear back from Bakley on that because he's not sure if he'll be back from the Jersey Shore, mind you.
Oh my God.
Full circle. Back around. Right. So we'll find out about that. But come find out some of our least favorite horror movies, or as I like to put it, horror movies that we hate. And there's one at the very top of my list that a lot of people love. So I can't wait to put that out there and see what happens.
I had another one on my list that I didn't write down, but like I thought about it. Now, because like, mind you, I have the master list, so I wrote down all of the movie choices I had for all of the panel episodes preemptively, so I don't have to think about it later. And I have 2 written down for most hated. But I had a third one. Now I can't remember what the fuck it is, and it's gonna piss me off.
You better figure that out.
I mean, at least I have those 2.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
But Katie, please tell everyone where they can find you and all the things that you do.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter, Katie Wrestling 13, the link to room about to get all things She Elite Showcase, twitch.tv/She Elite Showcase, and youtube.com/She Elite Showcase. Typically Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern-ish. I'm actually on the ball. I have like everything ready for Thursday. I already have the question of the week. Shout out to Savannah. She actually messaged me on Monday the question, since she'll actually be here this week. So it was her question. I just wrote everything out. I'm in the process of getting an interview for Inside the Mind of. I won't say with who. There's a process brewing. I did hear back, and then I said something. It was let's set something up, and I was like, okay, here's da 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 da, and I haven't heard back yet. But the ball was rolling. Did you say it's percolating?
Yeah, it's percolating.
Fucking damn it. So Inside the Mind will be making a return soon.
Yay!
Woohoo! And that's about it.
And Katie Wrestling 13 on Twitter is where you guys can find her. She Elite Showcase, twitch.tv/She Elite Showcase, youtube.com/She Elite Showcase. But you guys can follow me at Matt Ritter. That's at MATTRIDDER on Twitter at Matt Ritter. For your wrestling content at Getting Off, which is the name of the show that you guys are watching. For your horror content and everywhere else for a little bit of everything, whether it's the real me, it's the horror me, or it's the wrestling me, on all socials other than that at Smacking It Raw. That includes TikTok, Instagram, Threads, and Blue Sky. And I've been doing moments of the week, wrestling related, Smacking It Raw approved moments of the week over on TikTok. So go check those out. And if you enjoy them, let me know. And I will keep finding some of my favorite tweets and posting them. I got one from Mansoor today about touching tips. So
oh yeah, I saw Anthony Bowens with the eye emoji responded to it, and I was like, as you should, King.
Yeah. With all of that said, Katie, thank you for joining me. I'm glad it wasn't a completely unpleasant experience. But no, I promise you, and I've done this 3 times now. We watched Night of the Demons, and I said, Katie, I promise you will like Night of the Demons 2 better. And I was right. And we watched Children of the Corn, and I said, Katie, I promise you Children of the Corn 4 is better. And I am telling you, you will enjoy Pet Sematary 2 better.
I believe you. I mean, you're 2 for 2. So can he go 3 for 3?
You can't go wrong with Clancy Brown. That's all I'm going to say.
It's Mr. Krabs. You can't go wrong.
So, for Miss Katie Kinsey Bebe, I am the patron saint of podcast and the Warden Matt Ritter, and this has been your #1 horror podcast, formerly on places where you can find people having sex on the internet.